So, after a tough week of Real Dead Grid pretty much not working anymore, even some of the alternatives are blocking certain apps. What now? A massive takedown of IPTV. So, is it the end of IPTV? This one had 22 million users. Okay, 3 billion pirate IPTV network serving 22 million users dismantled in a huge operation. So it's not just like one company. This will be a big company at the background who distributes to all the other little companies. So the little ones you use, the ones you might use an IPTV company with 100 people, but they buy it off of a big company and then they resell it to you. So when there's 22 million users, that's a big takedown. We're going to go into it in about 2 seconds. But before we do, if you can, do remember to hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on other platforms, it's follow. And hit that heart button or whatever you got, or the like button. And also make sure you come and find me on YouTube as well, because that's our main platform. So, on our channel, we have tons of videos regarding streaming. We have one about Real Dead Grid if people are questioning and what's going on there. We've got ones about movies, TV shows, and how to stream for free, and other content as well. So let's have a look at this one. This one's been reported by Torrent Freak, but it's also all over the internet. But Torrent Freak always put a good article out with actually a bit of information on it. €3 billion pirate IPTV network serving 22 million users dismantled in a massive operation. So this happened pretty much yesterday, I believe. A 2-year pirate IPTV investigation directed by a Catanian District Attorney's Office in Italy, involving Europol, Eurojust and law enforcement agencies across Europe, culminated in the earlier hours of this morning. Operation Takedown reportedly dismantled an international pirate IPTV network serving 22 million users and generating an estimated 3 billion per year. And at least 11 suspects were detained and over 100 under investigation. And also don't think to yourself, oh, that's okay, that was in Italy. That's in Italy, it doesn't affect us. This is across all of Europe, and it could even be being sold into USA or anywhere else. This is the base for a big service. You know, they're not selling 22 million services to people in Italy alone. Law enforcement operations targeting pirate sites and services are often enthusiastically described as large-scale or major. If reports emerging from authorities in Italy hold true, describing the international operation that culminated early this morning as massive wouldn't be an exaggeration. Operation Takedown is said to have targeted what may be the largest pirate IPTV network serving Europe, authorities say, and the numbers involved are some of the largest ever seen. And again, this will be serving all the small companies. So there's not one IPTV like you had the ones before when you had like Reloaded and all that sort of stuff, and they had millions of followers. Whereas this is one which is selling and then people resell it. The District Attorney's Office, with strong links to organised crime, claims that the network served 22 million subscribers and generated an estimate 3 billion per year, causing 10 billion in damages to TV broadcasters. Probably not those sort of things, but obviously they always try and link it to crime as a scare take. Operation Takedown. The operation was carried out through a collaboration between law enforcement agencies, including Europol, Eurojust, and Audiovisual Anti-Piracy Agency, AAPA, which I assume is very similar to the MPAA, the Motion Pictures Association of America, very similar. A total of 14 searches were executed in the UK, Netherlands, Sweden, Switzerland, Romania and Croatia. Servers and IPTV panels were traced to the UK and Netherlands during searches and reportedly took place on Tuesday. Pretty much massive takedown all over the place, and you know what? It's probably funded by Sky. It's all being funded left, right and centre to try and take down. You know, there's 80 IPTV panels there. They said they took down 3 administrators, took them down. I'm sure there's more than that linked. And yes, end of IPTV? Probably not. Everyone's going to jump panel. They're going to move their panels into different places. An interesting one, the Netherlands is quite an interesting one because obviously they have very different privacy laws. So that's quite an interesting one. If you are worried about yourself and your own privacy and your own whatever you do online, it's always worth getting a VPN. VPNs are great. VPNs will hide your information. You might not be bothered if you were caught using IPTV. You're not going to go to jail for it. But what it might affect is things like your job. So if you're a high up police officer or teacher, whatever you do, a VPN is going to hide that so no one knows what you're doing. You've got no traffic logs on this one. Very good to use. And we are partnered with them, so it does help support the channel. So hopefully, if you are after a VPN, you'll use one of our links underneath. Brilliant. So I've been Doc Swiffy. Obviously, whatever platform you're watching on, check us out on our YouTube channel, Doc Swiffy. Hit that subscribe button. All the other platforms, hit that follow button. And I'll see you soon.